Hi everyone. I want to take the next few minutes to offer my support and encouragement to those of you who are going through unusual challenges, whether it's to do with your health, finances, or other unexpected challenges. It's on my heart and mind tonight to share a few words of encouragement. I had my 7th orthopedic surgery just over 13 months ago. The recovery process throughout the past 13 months has been plagued with setbacks, and the surgery didn't bring the results that had been expected. And I'm continuing to deal with the effects of chronic pain and haven't regained my mobility. The challenges in my life have become quite intense during the past few months. I've still been going to my physiotherapy. I faithfully attend a local community pool 5 times a week and spend about an hour in the water each of those days. I discovered something during the past few days that's been really encouraging. I started relying on a power wheelchair in 2009. I underwent a very risky surgery that unfortunately backfired and put me in a wheelchair. And as the years passed, as we went through 2010, 2011, 2012, and through to 2015, I could see the muscles in my legs were beginning to be affected by atrophy. So if you don't know, atrophy is the loss of the mass of bone, where a leg may start off like this, but then go down easily like this shape. I've discovered during the past few days that my leg muscles are growing back, and not only my leg muscles, but my biceps have actually grown quite a lot during this year just by being in the water and doing the stretches that the doctor, physiotherapist, surgeon, and occupational therapist have advised me is best for my body. I know it hasn't brought the result that was expected. We long since expected I'd be walking again and my life would have returned to normal. But I can see the results that this attempt has helped, but there's still further underlying issues that need to get worked through. So I wanted to be able to walk by the end of 2015, but it didn't happen for me. I do want to tell you though that it's extremely encouraging to see that my muscles are growing back after I've had to work very hard to encourage them and spend a lot of time resting in bed and just quietly watching videos while my body recovered from each of the times that I attended the pool. It isn't necessarily my idea of a fun thing to do, going to the pool, but it's had numerous rewarding moments. And certainly seeing the muscles growing back is very encouraging. And I've got a strong inkling based on the relationship I have with my family doctor and also my orthopedic surgeon that this will be the encouragement they need to see to continue wanting to treat me for my childhood after effects of Legg-Perthes disease, something that affects the hip. Certainly seeing the muscles in my biceps and my legs growing back substantiates what I've been saying all along, that I'm doing the exercises, but unfortunately it hasn't worked. I've got to know, especially my family doctor, very well. I mean, there's periods that I've been to him every 3 to 4 weeks, and I've had enough appointments with my surgeon now that he's begun knowing me as a person and not just a referral letter because of me needing specialist orthopedic surgery to try to get the underlying health issues under control. I have that strong inkling that having gone through and followed through with what was expected of me, that they will continue to do their utmost to provide the care that I'm needing and continue with the treatment plan as we address and work to overcome each of the setbacks I've experienced. I'm really making this video and sharing all this with you to encourage those of you who are discouraged or wanting to give up, and also those of you who are feeling really anxious about your own process and treatment options, not to be giving up. If you'll take the time to think and reflect on what you're enduring, I think you'll be able to find some type of a silver lining. And I'll give you a few examples. After I've gone through all this for myself, I have absolutely no hesitation in speaking up for myself when it's necessary. It doesn't mean yelling and screaming, but I have no qualms over needing to say whatever's necessary to draw attention to the circumstances I'm facing. My self-confidence is intact, and certainly the process over the past 11 years has helped me. If you don't know, I started having serious mobility challenges back in 2006, and the process continues. Another benefit has been the relationships which have formed. What I mean by this is the relationships I have with the pool lifeguards, the staff at my doctor's office, not just my family doctor, but all the staff that have interacted with me have at one point or another offered their words of encouragement. There's the patrons who use the pool, some being young children, the youth, into the adults, and then of course the seniors who come for their use of the pool as well. The physical disability I have is extremely visual. It's apparent there's something wrong with my body, that I can't walk right, and that my gait is all screwed up. The gait is the motion of taking steps. It's very, very visual, and there's been different people that have come up to me to share that they've been encouraged by seeing me come to the pool and continuing to push forward in the midst of adversity. I also think back to the last job that I had, where different women were facing breast cancer treatment, and I was stopped several times one-on-one when a woman wanted to say how much it meant to her that I would come to work with a smile on my face each day, even though it was obvious that I was in pain and I was having very, very serious trouble walking, even with the aid of 2 crutches. So there's relationships in your life that you're able to impact people in your community and make a difference even while you're facing your own serious set of challenges and circumstances. So that's both a personal benefit and also a benefit to the community. This is partly also for me about leaving a legacy. Like yesterday, I went to the pool in the afternoon. One of the youth missed the bus, and he was walking home and recognized me with my power wheelchair and called out to me, and he walked and I drove my power wheelchair beside him and took the time to listen to him. I've really found it enjoyable investing my life in the youth who attend the pool. I just want you to know that even if your health isn't going all right, that there still is hope for your life and that there still is purpose for your life. I also want to acknowledge that there can be times when people really, really struggle with emotional issues and they do their utmost to try and hide it from everyone around them. I was extremely anxious before my 2013 operation. The truth is, I thought to myself, what in the world am I doing here? I just had 3 unsuccessful orthopedic surgeries. I am about to put myself through it all over again. And very punctually, my heart rate doubled, and I basically had the beginnings of an anxiety attack. The hospital gave me some medication to help me calm down. And so even though it was only maybe a 3-minute episode, I got a small taste of what some people deal with in the face of uncertain events. And I was hoping to speak into those who really struggle with this, that as you go through your own healthcare treatment, and as you face your personal circumstances, your confidence will build up. And in the long run, if you're willing to work at it and face the issues head on, it will be worth it in the long run. I understand that it sucks in the short term and that it's extremely draining, but in the long run, there's a very bright future for you to have if you'll stick with your process and if you'll ask for the help that you're needing, whether it's from counselors or medication wise, whether it's just taking the time and the commitment to eat right and make baby steps in moving forward. There still is a bright future for those who struggle with mental health issues. I was out at one of the big box stores yesterday morning, and I got talking to one of the big box stores suppliers, and he said to me not to compare myself to other people because the situation I'm dealing with is so unique that it's not a fair comparison. And I wanted to pass these words on to you. I think they're very insightful. I think it really speaks to that we are our own persons and that we shouldn't be in competition with one another, but to live out our strengths and to be able to graciously acknowledge when we need the help of other people, and to let other people use their skills and gifts in their lives. I wouldn't be doing myself justice and being transparent with you if I didn't tell you my faith was important to me. I didn't make this video to preach at you. I really just wanted to lift up and encourage those who are struggling. There are some people who are going to be able to connect with having a strong faith as they go through and face their own issues. Sometime soon I'll make a video on the topic of where's God when I'm suffering. I don't have any problem facing that question. In fact, when I was in the hospital, both in 2013 and in 2015, the hospital chaplain asked me very directly if I had made peace with this question, and I have. And I have no qualms over having faced adversity in my own life. But that's for another video, and I will make it. It won't be for everyone, but for those who need it, it will be on here. Give me a few days to think about how to present this. Okay? I hope something that I've said will resonate with you. Your life is worth something, and I want to encourage you not to throw it away. Thank you for this time together today. Bye for now.